What if I told you that you already have a superpower for making better decisions every single day? Seriously, it's not magic. It's just the simple math you probably learned back in middle school. And today, we're going to show you how to unlock it as the practical, powerful toolkit it was always meant to be.
Ah, the classic question, right? Come on, we've all been there. Sitting in a classroom wondering, how does any of this connect to, well, real life? It can feel so abstract, so disconnected. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong?
Because the real power of math isn't about acing a test. It's about what you can do with it beyond the classroom. So it's time we completely reframe how we think about these skills. Okay, let's try a different perspective. Think of math less like a school subject and more like a language. It's the language of clarity. Whether you're trying to figure out your budget, plan a vacation, or just make sense of a news headline, math is the tool that turns that confusion into a clear, solid plan. So let's open up our first set of tools. We'll call this the goal setting toolkit. And what's great is whether your goals are super personal or for your entire community, the math behind them is surprisingly simple, and it's exactly the same. Let's start with a classic real-world problem. So this is Jacob. He's planning a trip that's going to cost $1,200, and he's already saved up $500. The goal feels pretty close, but how close is it really? How much further does he actually have to go? And this is where the magic happens. With just one simple operation, subtraction, we can cut right through all that ambiguity. We just take the big goal, subtract what's already been done, and bam, we transform that vague feeling of needing more money into a solid, manageable number.
$700. See, that's not just a number. That's a destination. That is Jacob's finish line. Now he has a crystal clear target to aim for.
And the best part? This super simple tool totally scales up. Let's look at an even bigger goal, a community fundraiser. They need $2,500 for an event, and they've already raised $1,800. Now, the numbers are bigger, but that problem, it should look very, very familiar. We don't need some new, complicated formula or a messy spreadsheet. It's the exact same tool used in the exact same way. Goal minus progress equals the path forward. It's simple, it's repeatable, and it's incredibly powerful. And look at that. $700. See? Whether it's for one person's dream trip or for a whole community's event, the math doesn't change. It's a universal tool for turning a fuzzy, far-off goal into a clear, actionable plan. This whole act of planning, of charting a course, it isn't just some modern financial exercise. It's a really deep human instinct. And this idea is connected to a piece of ancient wisdom from the book of Proverbs. And this is right where our toolkit comes back into play. Mathematics is the modern tool for this ancient act of planning. It's how we map out the real, concrete steps we need to take to build the future we imagine, both for ourselves and for our communities. All right, let's take this toolkit away from long-term goals and bring it to an immediate challenge we all face, the store. We are surrounded by sales and discounts, but how do you know if you're actually getting a good deal? Well, your math toolkit has the answer. Okay, picture this. You're eyeing an item that costs $200. Great news, it's on sale for 15% off. Now, instead of just kind of guessing what you'll pay, you can know the exact price in 2 super simple steps. Here is how you can decode pretty much any sale tag out there. First, you turn that mysterious percentage into a real dollar amount. Then you just subtract that from the original price. And just like that, you've completely demystified the deal. You're in control. And there you have it. You walk up to the register knowing the price is $170. You just used your math superpower not just to understand the sale, but to make a genuinely smarter financial decision. That is a tangible win. So, when you really strip it all down, these aren't just some random calculations from an old textbook. No way. They are practical, powerful tools. They are, quite literally, your everyday superpower. So let's just recap the power of this toolkit. In just the last few minutes, we've seen how it can help you hit your savings goals, shop way smarter, plan for the future with confidence, and even understand what a community needs to rally together. This isn't abstract theory. This is math in action. So the next time you're faced with a goal or a budget or even just a tricky sales sign, remember this. You already have the tools you need to figure it out. The only real question left is, what goal are you going to plan for next?